Karen Nyamu has come out to allege that her lover Samidoh has hammered her properly instead of her being 3 months pregnant with her second child with this married man. ArrowBwoy and Nadia Mukami, what in the whistle love affair is going on here? Are these two actually dating, guys? Are they really dating, or is this just another cheap publicity stunt? And Annalisa threatens to cut off her fake leeching friends after a video of one of her acquaintances with the prime suspect in her sister's murder surfaced. And she said, I am not doing this thing anymore with you. Guys, let's get to brewing.
Here we go.
TheReportCard, brewing entertainment henny.
Believe in music.
What's poppin', TheReportCard? Welcome back to the coolest gang ever, the most illest entertainment commentary, TheReportCard. Make sure that you are part of our gang banner. Be part of the Readers Gang. Subscribe and hit the notifications so that you do not miss when we post and upload. Mukami is my name. Honestly, I've been a bit under the weather since last week, but now I am back, and you can tell my Monroe piercing. Most of you have probably never seen me with this Monroe piercing today. I have not worn this thing since 20. Yeah, I was still very young. So today I've just decided let me do a refresher course. That is the kind of things that lock women out, and we end up not looking like wife material. Okay, anyway, I don't know, I don't care, but today I just let me remember what it was like wearing this thing. I love it. So yeah, let's get to brewing. Annalisa! Ooh, Ben Paul's soon-to-be ex-wife. I am telling you, this baby is eating life with a big spade, a big spoon. She's eating it with a fork. She's eating it with a combined harvester. She's just I am going to tear through life's terraces right now because that man was holding me back. Yes. So she does this video, she's walking around struggling to walk in them damn heels, but she's still like, I'm a do it. Oh, I'm a stride it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, angalia hapo mwenye kama nasikia baridi hivi flat. Then, not only that, Annalisa posts up this photo and she says at times, I look back at my life and I wonder what was I thinking. Don't we all, Annalisa? Look at you right now. Look at this babe, right? She's in a very nice headspace. She looks like, I'm ready to take on life. And probably that relationship was constipating me. So what she needs to do, actually, before we get into that thing that she posted, talking about cutting off friends, Annalisa needs to date within her class. Just get an old guy whose sex drive is non-existent, someone with money, someone whom you'll travel the world together they're self-dependent, they don't need your money for nothing, they will not stress you, they will not bring you Ben 10 vibes, as in just a hooks who will take care of you, because Annalisa looks like she has a very old soul, I don't know why, and she keeps attracting these niggas who ain't ished. From men who are just after her for money. Just men who want to eat into her finances. So now get yourself an old geezer, man. An old guy who has worked hard, has worked his butt off, get married, live happily ever after, maybe give him kids or not. But someone who will just still let you thrive like this. Anyway, so Annalisa takes to her stories and she tells us that I am on the road to cutting off friends who pretend to be my friends, who pretend to be my buddies, but in actual sense, when push comes to shove, they are really not in my corner. And then guys jumped into the conclusion that they are definitely talking about a one Foina Tosha, and Foina Tosha does whatever she does, so they've just become besties recently. I think right now, Annalisa is in this headspace where she's like, if you're not benefiting my brand directly, or you're not trying to be my friend, not just a leech, I have zero to no tolerance for people like you. Okay? So Foina Tosha posts up this photo with the one Omar Lali. And Omar Lali, it was the boyfriend to the late Tekra. And the late Tekra happens to be, and the late Tekra was Annalisa's younger sister. So joking, laughing with Omar Lali. I don't know if girls now have an obsession because everybody who's going to Lamu has to look for this guy. They have to look this guy up. I don't know if they've realized that it's you know, he brings in talk points, or he's just suave, or he's just funny, or they're trying to make an ass out of this guy, but they end up looking like the asses themselves. Because really, there's no bonga point with Omar Lali. It's just that you end up looking so stupid, like all these girls swarming after this guy for what? So she takes this video laughing sheepishly with Omar Lali, and we have the right to assume that Annalisa caught feels, and she felt some type of way because she was like, fam, hell no. You already know that my family is in court with this guy, and we are trying to pin, or we are trying to have our sister's murder put to bed. And you know what? The way things are moving with all the evidence in court, things look really murky and they're not looking really good on Omar Lali's side. So, for one reason or the other, which some of us might argue it's very kiddish that, you know, your friends can have their own friends outside there. But then to others, it's like, I will cut you off. Listen, a friend of, you can possibly not be friends with my enemy, you know? So yes, there are some people who are still that petty, and there are others who have risen they've risen beyond the petty, and to them they just be like, so what now? You're trying to caveat whoever this babe wants to talk to. Like, there's no way you're going to be coming here, you know, trying to tell this hand that she cannot talk to whoever she wants, or she cannot videotape whoever she wants to videotape. So guys had mixed emotions, and some of them were like, actually, I agree with Arnelisa. If it means cutting for Inatosha off, let her just drop her like a hot potato, because you already know the kind of problems I'm having with this guy, or my family is having with this guy. You already know that he's the prime suspect to the murder of my sister. But then you are there laughing sheepishly, removing those your teeth, and yet you depend heavily on my financing to be able to get you from one level to another, in terms of us maybe buying your hair, in terms of us inviting you to these little functions, because that's why we're told everybody wants to kiss for Inatosha's ass. It's either because of the hair that she gives, and then, you know, she gets called to these events. For one reason or the other, I do not know, but that's what people on the streets say. So, what do I feel? Like, honestly speaking, if I'm not being very petty, if it was me in the same shoe, I would have caught feels. Oh my god, I would have taken, you know, that big scissors that they use to open up buildings, like the one that they used to cut off those ribbons. That would be me, baby. I will cut you even before you open that your mouth to say something. Bye. I am that petty. Like, let me tell you, Miss Petty Wap in the building. That's me. Like, just go. You want to play stupid games? Go. Because at the end of the day, for me, here's the thing. Like, if you see that this is someone, and probably Annalisa has had discussions with these girls concerning this Omar Lali thing, and maybe her feeling towards the whole thing, I am so sure, you know, just trying to find some bit of closure and going like, you know, probably whatever this guy did was not right, or this and this is why we think he is actually guilty, though he's not really been proved that, you know, he's guilty of the murder. But the fact that he is an enemy to the cause, why would you then again be taking videos if it's not out of spite for Inatosha? Seriously. If it's not out of spite, if it's not you just trying to act like I know that you and this person have beef, but you're not my mother and I'm going to be super scornful towards you. I think this was just being spiteful. Niuchokozi too. Niuchokozi, and when Annalisa talks about cutting people off Wama, you cut them off with the biggest scissor you can get. Don't tolerate anybody who is false pretending to be your bade, and then at the end of the day, you still sneak behind somebody's back. This is just me saying, because I would have done the same thing. Like, you already know my history with this guy is messed, and then you are there laughing sheepishly with those your teeth. What? Bruh, like bye. Cut you off, move on with life, and forget you ever existed. If Annalisa cut off Ben Paul, the one who this lady wanted to fight and knock out some of our teeth. Sembusewe. Let's just wait and see, because you see, this is like social media, the social world, entertainment scene, no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, just like politics. Today I'm your friend, tomorrow I want nothing to do with you. So let's see how this whole thing unveils, and let me know, would you have had the same balls to cut off somebody who pretended to be your friend, or would you just be like, you know what, this person can be friends with whoever she wants to be friends with. It's not in my position to start giving some people some caveats as to how they're supposed to run their life. Karen Nyamu has been hammered by her lover Samidoh, and she claims she is 3 months pregnant for this guy who is married to some other woman.
Kinajua niko na bola, alafu kinakuja, yani this we have to teach these violent guys a lesson. I have never experienced this myself. Mi nasomanga hizi story. I'm in shock. My daughter has cried. She's still crying. Who did that? Samidoh. Someone told him that I was seen in Mombasa with a man, as if my colleagues are all females. Look at my phone. Amechapisha phone yangu kwa bathroom. We will deal with this legally. Niko na nundu hapa. Hii ni ngumi. Unajua tu vidole twake vile tu sharp. Hii sijui ni ngumi pia. Guy. Mimi sikumbuki, nakumbuka tu stars.
So she's like, I'm going to take legal action, tag this man in my live stream, let him know that he's, whatever he did to me, I was not happy, la la la, I'm going to press charges, blah blah blah, because it's the first time, it's the first time happening to me. And at the back of her mind, it was just like, why are you still messing with this man? And her reason as to why she claims that this man Samidoh rained hell on her face and even pulled her hair is because somebody alerted him. Now listen to the irony of this whole story is that Samidoh is a married man, he has kids, he has an entire family there. But then he's mad pissed that the side plate is out there living her best life with someone else. Okay, according to Karen, she's like, that was a work trip, I'd gone to Mombasa, then somebody alerted him that your little side piece is out here with somebody, and probably that somebody is hitting it raw. And then, Samidoh was pissed beyond words, and he was like, I'm going to show you that I'm the only man entitled to beating that dry. It's just like the irony of life, bro. Like, you're married. So what right do you have to your side piece to tell her who she can screw and who she cannot screw? What right do you have to put caveats in this woman's life to tell her that, by the way, baby, I don't like it when I see you with character A, B, C, and D. You have zero rights towards that. And as for you, Karen, why are you still giving this man children? Like, it's just not adding up. Oh my God, women frustrate me. Women frustrate me, honestly. Because you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's usually those ones who look like the brightest LED bulbs or the brightest lights in the room, who usually have no sense of awareness, and they just do things for the sake of doing them. Like, someone will just be doing some really dumb shit, and you're just like, that is so dumb, babe. You're just like, guy, as in, honestly, like, you just couldn't reason and think that this is a wrong move you're making. So her talking about that she's going to take legal action against this guy, if it's even true. Because nowadays people just concoct stories for the sake of concord. Especially when people realize that their top points or their bunga points are a bit low, people decide to concoct all mannerisms of stories just to create buzz and hype around their little dying brands. So if this story is true, honestly speaking, I don't even believe Karen Nyamu is the woman who will go ahead and press charges. Because she was talking about how this man rained blows on her face, like hit her here, pulled, yanked out her hair, and I'm just like, and why are you even fighting in front of the child? I just don't understand it. And as I'm saying, it will take a lot to convince me that Nyamu is the woman who will wake up one morning and decide it in that her brain, and she'll just decide and say, for me, actually I'm going to press, or I'm going to take legal action against this guy. He's just going to come back there, apologize, dig her down, and then she'll be quiet. It's like she'll be given vitamin D supplements and she'll just be like, okay, cool, we already solved whatever it is we're supposed to solve, and yes, I am. And then, you know, she was like, guys were surprised, like, you're already 3 months into this thing, and she's like, yes, the man is very fertile. How about you're very stupid? Like, the same man who, mama, put you through all that drama. Okay, so anyway, listen, as I've said, like, we can never really understand a woman's brain, but all in all, Samidoh, you have no right to come there and start raining hell on Nyamu's face just because she was seen with someone in Mombasa. Whether they were smashing or not, that's none of your business. Smash and go. That's the policy. If you're uncomfortable with her being smashed by some other guy out there, then wife her. It's as simple as that. Just ArrowBwoy and Nadia Mukami. I am so confused. And when I tell you, like, sometime last week, all the way, I think yesterday, I was a bit under the weather, but I got these photos and I was like, what in the Huisero madness is going on here? Confusion. I was just super confused. Like, crickets, farm crickets. So I'm like, the same ArrowBwoy who last year had the balls. Listen, I'm gonna link that video here so that you can watch whatever ArrowBwoy said about Nadia. The same person who had the balls and the guts to deny this babe the same way Petero denied Jesus. In the public eye, it was like, I don't know that babe, she should stop cloud chasing with my name, she should stop doing A, B, C, and D. They are the same people carrying each other like this on the beach. Same people who probably they're working on a song together, but I am just like, somebody tell Nadia Mukami that whenever people go on a fishing expedition, the bait always dies. The bait always dies. The bait never makes it out alive, and in this case, it is very apparent that ArrowBwoy is using Nadia as bait. The thing is, ArrowBwoy was this person who, I think at the back of his mind, he was like, I'm not about controversy. I don't want to build my brand around controversy. I just want music to help propel my name. But we all know that that is not how this industry works. Like, without a bit of controversy, you see, like, some of us, our numbers are like this because maybe we've not wanted to concoct some controversy, you know, for ourselves. But the truth of the matter is, ArrowBwoy was this person who was super focused, and probably he still is, but Nadia has outdone herself in terms of her building her brand, in terms of people streaming her music, in terms of her being like one of the most listened and most streamed female artists in Kenya and in East Africa. Okay? And so probably she's even getting streams outside of East Africa and Kenya. I do not deny that. She's very hardworking. Her work ethic is not basic at all. So ArrowBwoy's management sat down, and I think it was not just them, but even like PR teams and event organizers and whoever else. And they were like, listen to me, boy. Your brand is suffering. Your brand is dying. Like, nobody's talking about you the way they should be talking about you. So what do? They contact the bait, Nadia Mukami. They tell Nadia, jump on this trend because it's also going to give you talk points. And guys are going to be like, isn't this the same person who denied Nadia Mukami in public? Like what I just asked. And then this is going to give you like bonga points, mileage points. And even when you guys decide to work on another song together, it will be successful, but at the same time, you will be playing mind games with people's brains. So this was just done to help catapult ArrowBwoy's brand because fam, This is what I'm saying. Like, if your brand is not controversial, if you're not beefing, if you are not talking shit about others, if you're not caught up in a scandal, somewhere like a sex scandal or a public scandal, then the brand pretty much is just there. Like, people, it's only your fans who know you. But the minute you start dipping in and you start creating controversy for your brand, then other people get to know if you're there. Like, so you mean also ArrowBwoy can be this naughty? You mean ArrowBwoy can also pull this stance? You mean ArrowBwoy can do ABC and D? But very few women, especially women of a particular age, can hack it. So he might just string you along. He might just act like me, I'm invested in you, because he knows that at the end of the day, he is gaining more from your brand than your brand is gaining from his brand. That's the truth. That's the fact. So if they're working on another song, good for them. If this is just Kiki to create and bring buzz around ArrowBwoy's networks, then also good. ArrowBwoy needed something to changamsha his brand. His brand was so quiet, but now ArrowBwoy's brand was like corpse. It was so cold and so lifeless. Like, we only knew of ArrowBwoy based off his music, and I think for a long as while, that is what ArrowBwoy wanted us to know him for. He was like, I don't want controversy, I don't want anybody to link my name to rubbish, I don't want people to talk about me in any other way. Anyway, let me know what do you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think ArrowBwoy and Nadia Mukami are for real? Ama tuizi ni Kiki za msimu, and do you think that these guys could be smashing? Okay, so if any of us guys know that this is Kiki for song, or for maybe for their brands, do you guys believe, or do you guys think even for a second that these guys could actually be smashing behind closed doors? And if that's it, what kind of advice would you give our girl Nadia, concerning this whole situation? For me, my piece of advice is, at the end of the day, the bait always dies, so she has to be very careful. Subscribe if you've not, and yeah, hit the notification, as I like to say, so that you do not miss when we post and upload, and we will, or I will, see you again in the next brew.